So you're giving the appropriate names, no, for this? Start. Start. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram. We started with Tattva Bodha. Tattva Bodha means Tattva means the essential nature, reality of the everything. So when we approach reality, when we are establishing reality, we are free from suffering. When we live in illusion or non-reality, we suffer. This is the principle. So right now, if you are suffering in life, we are holding on to non-reality. To move towards the reality, the guidelines are given. The direction is given. That's called Tattva Bodha. So we said Pancha Koshas are 5 layers of the body. I am not. Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. Because these koshas means changing. I am the unchanging reality. So you have eliminated what you are not. Then what you are? What is your essential nature? If I ask you, do you exist? You say, I exist. Okay. Was there a point of time when you didn't exist? At least in your this lifetime, childbirth to now, till death, there's an existence. I exist is our experience, direct experience. So beyond death and before death, was there existence? Can existence become non-existence at any point of time? Existence cannot change into non-existence. So that existence I am. This is called Sat. Then, am I aware? Are you aware? Awareness is the ability to know. Are you aware? If the answer is yes, that is Chit, consciousness. The awareness is the property of sentient being like me. The stone is not aware, the chair is not aware. I am aware of the chair. I am aware of the object. Chit. Am I blissful? No, I am not blissful. Ananda. Are you not blissful all the time? No, I am blissful during deep sleep. Okay. So which means in the waking state, in dream state, the mind is very active. The bliss is not experienced. Otherwise, my nature is Sat, Chit, Ananda. I am existence, consciousness, and bliss. The bliss means, Ananda means, it comes from the word Ananta or infinity. I am infinite. Is I am infinite my experience? No, my experience I am finite. I am the body. I am limited. This is my experience. So if you look at your own words, you always say, this is my body. Okay. This is my hand. That means I and my hand are different. Hand is an object, body is an object. That's why you can say this is mine. Just like this is my car, this is my house. You can say always what is an object as mine. But I am the subject, I. In all perceptions, in all experiences, all objects, I is not changing. I am there. If I also change, then no perception is possible. So the unchanging reality called I is my nature, is myself. And since I am there in all the perceptions, all the experiences, okay, I am there all the time. I am not limited by time. I am not limited by space, because all the places, any experience of place is also depends on I. I is infinite. If you consider body as an object, body is not the subject, body is the object. That's why I say this is my body. The body appears in the waking state, disappears in the dream state, another body appears, and deep sleep, there's no body. That means body is an object appearing, disappearing in my consciousness. So my suffering or my feeling of limitation is because I consider myself as body, which is a wrong understanding. My true nature is unchanging reality, the self, Atman. So this frees us from the concept of I am limited. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Okay, that's my nature. So that's your experience actually. So your experience is getting superimposed with the body experience. Like I said, gave an example of Upadi. Water, if you add sugar and tea powder, it becomes tea. Sugar and coffee powder, it becomes coffee. Like that, adding various conditioning make it appear different. But really, water is nothing has happened to the water. Similarly, nothing happens to I. The conditioning only gives a feeling that there is something happening. I am limited and all. Okay. So that unconditioned I is myself. And knowledge of this is direct knowledge, not indirect knowledge. Sorry, not. It is a direct intuitive experience. Okay. For example, if I say look at the flower, you need sense organs to look at the flower. An instrument is required for sense organs. It's called pratyaksha. So imagine something is there. Rather, I'll tell inference based on the inference called anumana. Okay, where there is fire, where there is smoke, there is fire. There's anumana. That's also knowledge. A direct knowledge is there. Inferential knowledge is there. Science is all inferential knowledge. Science is based on some observation, they'll draw some conclusions. Religion is also inferential knowledge. Religion is based on the faith. God is there. So you cannot see God. You don't know about God. It goes based on faith. So there's one kind of knowledge called direct sense perception. It's called pratyaksha. Second kind of knowledge is inference. It's called anumana. And third kind of knowledge is paroksha. Somebody told you, you believe. Scientists tell that, okay, there's a gravitational force, you believe, because they have done through observation. So religion says God is there, we believe. That's called paroksha. I have not seen God. Okay. But the knowledge of yourself is none of this category. Do you exist? Give me a proof of scientific proof that you exist. Or give me a religious proof that you exist. I exist is your direct experience. It's intuitive experience. Do you exist because of the body? Do you exist because of the body? Or without body you can exist? Huh? In deep sleep, where is the body? In coma, where is the body? But consciousness is there now. Right? And because I exist, I am aware that there is body. If I myself don't exist, how can I be aware of that there is a body? So my existence comes first, the foundation. Then comes the awareness of anything else. Before I become aware of anything, I have to become aware of myself, no? Can you become aware of anything without becoming aware of anything yourself? If you are not aware, can you become aware of anything? Oh, this is my body. To become aware of my body, I have to become aware of myself. Then I become aware of the body. This awareness, this existence is independent of anything. It is not dependent on time. It's not dependent on space. It is not dependent on any sense organs. My knowledge of myself is always independent. It's self-luminous. It's called aparoksha anubhuti. Okay. Self-luminous knowledge is called aparoksha anubhuti. Whereas sense organ is called pratyaksha. Inference is called anumana. Somebody has told, I believe, it's called paroksha. My knowledge of myself is always direct and intuitive. And that direct knowledge and intuitive knowledge of myself is called Sat Chit Ananda. So then we'll ask the question, how I don't know it? If I am Satchidananda, how I don't know it? If I am existence, consciousness, and bliss, how I don't know it? Because our attention is always through sense organs outside the body, or the mind, or the belief system. We are holding on to pratyaksha and paroksha knowledge, not giving attention to aparoksha or my direct intuitive experience. My real nature is myself. Even if somebody comes to know of this, listen to this and hold it, then you'll say that I have not realized. Then what happened? You're holding on to either pratyaksha knowledge, sense knowledge, or paroksha knowledge, which is indirect knowledge, or anumana, which is inferential knowledge. You are not letting go of that knowledge. You are not letting go the knowledge of yourself through pratyaksha, anumana, or paroksha, sense knowledge, indirect knowledge, or inferential knowledge. You don't go through. Let go. For example, inferential knowledge. So scientifically or medically, inferential knowledge, right? Science has concluded that you are a body because you have a body. Okay, people treat you as a body, so your inference is that I am body. You are not letting go of that knowledge, right? So then anumana, pratyaksha, sense organs. I am experiencing the world through the body. I am giving more importance to what I experience rather than who am I. So then paroksha, the guru teaches you, the scriptures tell you that you are not the body, mind, or your consciousness. So this knowledge, I believe it's true. Okay, it is a pointer. Okay, now you are holding on to the pointer, but you're not going to the pointed. A master and a disciple and dog are going. So disciple asks master, why I am not realizing myself? Master says, master tells the dog, look at the moon, shows the finger at the moon. So dog doesn't know what is moon. It looks at the finger. So what happens is we get stuck, we hold on to the words. Words are paroksha. We have to look at what is pointed by the paroksha. The self is pointed by the paroksha. Self is pointed by the words. Our attention goes to this. Attention has to go back to the self, which is awareness, existence, consciousness. Existence, consciousness, this Sat Chit Ananda. And this Sat Chit Ananda is called Brahman also. What is my reality is the reality of the universe also. There can be two different realities. It's one reality called Satchidananda, Brahman, God.
What's the dog is doing is true no. Because it doesn't know what is moon, so obviously it has to look
Yeah, but your knowledge of yourself is always aparoksha.
So I don't know what is because it's beyond the body mind intellect.
You're not.
So
Okay,
then
I'll
I
answer.
will stick on to your words only, right?
I'll give the answer. Okay. So the question is, so dog doesn't know what is moon. That's why it's looking at the finger. Similarly, when Guru says, I am the Atma, I don't know what is Atma. And then I just stick on to the words rather than the reality. So there is a word, any knowledge is nothing but words. Okay, knowledge is words. It's called verbal knowledge. But your knowledge about yourself is non-verbal. It's not verbal. So do you have a experience of being alive? That's not because somebody tells you that you are alive. You have gone into a room, okay, and the room is dark. If somebody asks you, is there a chair there? You say, I can't see. Okay, because sense organs are not opening. The pratyaksha is not working. The not direct experience, sense experience is not working because there's no light there.
Touch is working.
Yeah,
I can
whatever.
listen, I can say I exist.
That's all. Sense is all. I mean, is there a chair? Through sense organs, you're not able to recognize
Yes.
chair.
But
We'll come to that, right? So then, if you ask, did you keep a book there? So I kept a book there. Okay. Can you find that? So now the book, he kept a book there, he can't see because there's no pratyaksha, direct experience. He kept a book there, only inference knowledge. This thing is the paroksha is there. That person is saying, I kept a book there, can you find it? So there is a book, it's called paroksha knowledge. Okay. In that room, book is there, but I can't find it because there's no light. Then if I ask you the question, are you there? Do you exist? So then do you need sense organs to find out that you only exist? No, I want to see. There's no light. I don't know whether I exist. Do you say that? Do your existence requires a proof of light or sense organs or paroksha, indirect knowledge that somebody is saying something to you? Your intuitive experience of being alive, being there, doesn't depend on sense organs or paroksha knowledge. So now you are saying I exist because I have a body. That's why I can feel the body. Okay. That I which feels the body is you. Feeling is the experience which comes and goes. You are existing without the feeling also. So sometimes you don't feel the body. Sometimes you feel something else. Right? What is not changed between these experiences is the subject, a real subject which doesn't change. So that is I. There's a continuity in I, but there's no continuity in the experiences. Experiences come and go. That unchanging I, which is there in all the experience, is called myself. To experience something, there should be somebody who experiences it. The experiences are different: happiness, unhappiness, sorrow, many things. But I am there in all the experience. That unchanging I am is called Atma. I don't change with the experience. If I change the experience, then I'm in trouble. Experiences change, but I don't change. That's the unchanging reality. If I also change, there should be somebody to experience. Any changing thing cannot be experienced because every time I change, then there's no who is there to experience. Unchanging reality is there. That unchanging reality is myself, Atma. So then people say, okay, I have understood what you said. Paroksha Jnana is there, but I don't have direct experience because still you're holding on to the sense organs, the knowledge of sense organs, and the knowledge of the inference or knowledge of indirect knowledge. Okay. If I ask you a question, then you say, have you realized yourself? Yes, yes, I have realized. I am a Brahman, I am Atma, you say. But there's a paroksha Jnana, words. Your knowledge of your experience is non-verbal. The words come out of the non-verbal experience. You are there prior to words. You are there to thoughts. Okay, thoughts appear from you. That's your expression. Words appear from you. That's your expression. You are beyond that. And that's your direct experience. It's called Aparoksha Jnana. So now if I am still not having a Aparoksha Jnana, you're stuck with something else. So to release that stuck, what you are stuck. Okay. So there's a prescription that you perform karma yoga, bhakti yoga, or jnana yoga, or kriya yoga to get rid of, to get away, to become free from what you're holding on. Yoga is called viyoga. Viyoga means separation. I'm holding on to the world in terms of action. So then perform karma yoga. I'm holding on to emotion. Then perform bhakti yoga. Devotion. Devotion is a solution to emotion. Okay. So I am holding on to wrong understanding. Then have jnana yoga. So like the different yogas are prescribed to free your attention, which is stuck somewhere, to back your attention back to yourself. But yourself is not an object of knowledge. You know yourself all the time. Before you know anything, you know yourself. The only thing is you mix up yourself with many things and get confused. Next step. Good. So now comes the Jagat, or the world. In Sanskrit, the world is called Jagat. Jagat means Jayati Gacchati iti Jagat. It is born and it goes. It born and dissolves. It's called Jagat. There's no solid entity called Jagat which is there all the time. It's born and Jayati means born. Gacchati means gone. Born and gone is called world. Is it your experience that the world is born and gone? Is it your experience that the world is born and gone? No? The world is born and gone. Right? Born, I'm not saying immediately. It appears and disappears. Is it your experience?
Yeah, I see that it's born and I not know what it is.
So scientists say the world is born 3 billion years back. Let's say example. So do you believe it? If believe scientists, couple of billion years back, world is born. And after a couple of billion years, the world will be destroyed. This is what scientists says. Correct? So they have done some experiment to find out. Do you believe this?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
You don't believe it.
Existence will be there, no, sir.
Huh?
Even if existence, nobody is existing, also some world will be there, sir.
No. The world is there. World is nothing but some name, form, and function. If nobody is there to experience, is it there? Existence is there, but world is there. We can't say. I can only say that existence cannot be destroyed. Okay, but world is there or not in this shape and form, nobody knows. Right? Scientists say that world exists, world happened, world came into picture 3 billion years back, or few billion years back, and it will just get destroyed after 3 billion. That means it's Jayati Gacchati, born and gone. Now, what kind of knowledge is this? It's pratyaksha. Is it available to your sense organs? Paroksha, indirect knowledge. Right? It's indirect knowledge. The world is born and disappears. Correct? So then religion comes and tells you God created the world one day and God will maintaining it and God destroys it. Okay, you believe it. What kind of knowledge is this? Pratyaksha or Paroksha or Anumana? Huh? No. Scientific knowledge is Anumana. Science tells you that world was created one day. So that they did it through inference. It's called Anumana. But when you believe it, it becomes a Paroksha. Okay, you believe it. It's Paroksha. Okay. So then religion comes and tells you, okay, the God created one day, world one day. So now, what kind of knowledge is this?
This is Paroksha.
Huh?
Paroksha.
Paroksha. Right? Now let us come back to your own experience. forget science and God. Okay. In your own experience, when you wake up in the morning, world is appearing. In your own experience. When you go to dream state, the world disappears and some other world appears. When you go to deep sleep state, the world is not there. Now, whom do you believe? Paroksha or Pratyaksha you believe or you believe? Now you tell me, which one is more real for you? I told you all. Direct knowledge, Pratyaksha. Indirect knowledge, Paroksha. Inferential knowledge, Anumana. All those things I told you. So now, out of which, what do you believe is true? Is my question clear?
My experience.
You have to believe your experience. My own experience. The world is appearing and disappearing. That's what Vedanta says. The world is appearing and disappearing. It's only you're telling your own experience. You don't have to go and believe somebody's experience. When I wake up in the world is appearing. When you go to dream state, another world is appearing. In deep sleep, this world is disappearing. So, jayate gacchati jagat. Any complication in that? But all our life, we believe somebody else's knowledge and start living. Vedanta says, start understanding based on your own experience of life. Huh? Not true.
So religion says God created and God will destroy. Vedanta is saying in your deep sleep, world is disappearing.
No. Vedanta doesn't say. It's asking you to find out. Vedanta says the world is
If I can never find it.
So it's not there for you.
Just because I cannot find out, I should come to the conclusion that it's not there.
No, I didn't say conclusion. All that you say is world is not there in my deep sleep. Doesn't say anything about conclusions. Jayati, gacchati, appears and disappears.
So if I don't know something, it doesn't exist.
No.
That's what you're saying.
It is never said it doesn't exist. It appeared and disappeared. The world appeared and disappeared. Sun rose and sunset.
So in my deep sleep, I cannot prove that world exists. So it means world doesn't exist.
For you. Ultimately, you rely on your experience of life, right? Your direct experience of what you are gives you reality. But we are right now, we are giving more importance to borrowed reality, borrowed knowledge compared to our own experience. So, give more reality to your own experience. That's all. You may not say other experiences are false, but give give importance to your experience and understand in the light of your own experience. Where is the world in a waking dream state? It's not there. Where is the world in deep sleep state? It's not there. So whom do you believe? See, what happens is you are so overwhelmed by the sense knowledge, pratyaksha, or anumana, which somebody else has told, or paroksha, you are not giving importance to your own direct experience of your life. Look at your own experience of life. That's how Vedanta says. Jayate gacchati jagat. Okay. The world is born and disappears. Now we are looking at the Vedanta understanding of the world, Vedanta teaching of the world. So, in the waking state, all the influences are in the waking state. I have seen the world in the waking state. Now I have to say, oh, the world, the people say, the world is created by God, Ishvara, Bhagwan. Right? You don't know about it. None of us don't know it. Then we are experiencing sense perception directly, pratyaksha, we are seeing the world. And we have a paroksha jnana, the religion says me, the Ishvara or God created the world. In the waking state. Everything what is there, every effect must have a cause. So people say the God is the cause of the world. And world is changing. Okay. The world is continuously changing. The nature of the world is changing. Only thing which is constant in the world is changing. So the change is the nature of existence, world. Then the God who created must be changeless. If God is also changing, what is the point of creating that change? Changeless, unchanging reality called God, Ishvara, create the world. So far in the early chapters, we focused on the individual. Who is the individual? Right? You are the individual. Annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha, anandamaya kosha, avastatraya, waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, and then also three bodies is none of you. So right now the focus is on the Ishvara. Okay. Not Ishvara, Jagat. Atha Chaturvimshati Tattva Utpatti Prakaranam. So the world, according to the Rishis, is made up of 5 great elements, Pancha Mahabhutas. Akasha, the space, wind, Vayu, fire, Agni, water, up, and earth. The light, fire, and the earth. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. The 5 great elements are made up of, world is made up of 5 great elements. What you experience the world is considered 5 elements. Then there are 5 sense organs to experience the world. If the 5 great elements are there, but sense organs are not there, who is tell whether the world is there or not? Are sense organs part of the world or separate from the world? They are also part of the world. Sense organs. Then 5 organs of action. 5 organs of actions are, sense organs are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. Okay, these are the 5 organs of sense organs. Then 5 organs of action are hands, leg, genitals, anus. Okay, then skin, sweat, and tongue. So these are the 5 organs of action. Then there are 4 aspects of the mind: manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. So these constitute the world. Okay. Look closely. You are also considered as a part of the world, whatever considers, because your body is also made up of 5 sense organs. Okay. 5 organs of action. I said 5 organs, sense organs, 5 organs of action, 5 pranas, and manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. and 5 great elements, Pancha Mahabhutas. This is what is the world. That means what you consider as me
Is not me.
is not me. It is a world only.
Miniature.
Huh?
Miniature.
Huh?
Miniature.
What is miniature?
Nature.
You cannot separate yourself from
You
the.
said Brahmanda.
That's okay. That's only for explanation purpose. So you cannot separate yourself from the world.
Creation.
The world is made up of 24 elements. Okay, 24 elements, which consists of 5 great elements: Panchabhutas, space, earth, the wind, the fire, water, and earth elements, and it consists of 5 sense organs of yours. 5 sense organs are yours, not separate from the world. 5 organs of actions yours, organs of action of yours. 5 pranas or the vital force of yours, and then mind, which consists of four functions: manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. This all together is called world, prapancha. It's always called prapancha. 5. See, our understanding of the world is I am here and the world is there. The ancestors' understanding, Rishi's understanding is there's no you here and world there. You are a part of the world.
Nature.
Nature. Right? So world is made up of 24 elements. And you are a part of the world. So one part of the world is trying to understand other part of the world. Will the understanding be correct? When a knife is used for cutting an apple, what happens if the knife tries to cut itself? Knife cannot cut itself. It gets twisted. Similarly, whatever understanding and conclusion we derive of the world will not be complete. Because I am a part of the world, I am not separate from the world. You said this person is good person. That's your conclusion. So when that person, you comment on that person as good person or this person as bad person, are you separate from these two? You are already a part of the whole system and you judge based on that, based on your opinions, what is good and bad. Your good and bad is also judgment of the judgment, right? And where did you get the judgment from? The world. A part of the, you get the judgment from the world, and you are judging a part of the world. Is your judgment free from the biases in the world? Can you be totally objective in the any interaction in the world? So if you are not objective, how you can? I mean, of course, to the extent we can be objective for functioning, but real objectivity is not possible because we are part of the world, right? So this is called Jagat. And Jagat came from Ishvara or Bhagavan, the Lord. Because when I'm in the world, I have to give a cost for this world. I have to tell everything is cost. So who caused this? Ishvara or Bhagavan caused this, we see. So how did Jagat come from Ishvara? The next question. So myself is Jiva which consists of sense organs. We have said all those 19 elements. And 5 elements belong to the world. Together, totally, the world and Jiva is created by Ishvara, Bhagavan. So, how did the world come from Ishvara is the question. Next question. It's okay. Okay. We'll stop it. No, we don't. The world, according to the Rishis, Vedanta, appears from Brahman, sustained by Brahman, and disappears into Brahman. The world appears from Brahman, sustained by Brahman, and disappears into Brahman. Brahman means reality. So Brahman is the only God whom we speak in Sanatana Dharma. So Brahman is the sole reality. Okay. So now the question comes, how did the world come from Brahman? How did the world appear from Brahman? The Brahman is of the nature of pure consciousness, existence and bliss. Brahman is infinite. Sat, Chit, Anand. Existence, consciousness and bliss is Brahman. If Brahman is existence, consciousness, bliss, okay, the world is full of sorrow and misery and pain. The Brahman is unchanging reality and the world is changing reality. How did this changing came from the unchanging? How did this world, which consists of matter, came from consciousness? What is the connection between Brahman and world? Is there a connection? And Brahman, the very word Brahman, means infinity. Brahat, infinite, is called Brahman. From the infinite reality, the world appeared. And myself, my real self, is Brahman, that infinite reality. My source is Brahman. My sustenance is Brahman. My source and sustenance is my self. When I use the word self, SCLF, capital self, is Brahman. So Brahman means infinite. Infinite is an adjective, right? For example, a big elephant means elephant is big. Big is the adjective, correct? A big mountain is the adjective for mountain. So Brahman is not an adjective for anything. Infinity cannot be adjective for something because then it's not infinity. This table or this world is infinite, means infinity become an adjective for the world. Does the infinity include the world or it doesn't include the world? So the infinity cannot be adjective for something. Are you getting what I'm saying? Infinity cannot be adjective for like a big or a small. Infinity is the noun itself and adjective itself. So Brahman is infinite reality. Okay. And the world which is, and Brahman is unchanging, eternal. Brahman is consciousness. The world which is matter, including my body and mind and intellect, and the world of 24 elements appear from Brahman and disappears into Brahman. How does this, what is the connection between the Brahman and the world? That connection is called Maya. Maya means Yama iti Maya. What is not there appears to be there. That's called world. That's called the connection between the Brahman and the world. Let us understand this Maya. All right. So the Brahman projects the world by itself. Brahman is not he or she. Brahman is a reality, consciousness. I would use the word itself. Just like a spider weaves a web through its saliva, its own body. Okay. Like hair grows out of human body. The hair of the human body is inert or insentient, whereas body alive. From the alive body, dead matter called hair, nails appear. Like that, from conscious reality called Brahman, the dead matter called world appears. And it dissolves into Brahman. For anything to happen, anything to make, that is called Nimitta Karana, Upadana Karana, and then there's a material cause, there's an intelligent cause. Right? Nimitta Karana means intelligent cause. Upadana Karana is what you call as material. For example, to make a pot, mud is required. Mud is the material cause. It's called Upadana Karana. And a potter is required, intelligent cause. Without the potter, this mud cannot be converted to pot. For the world, Nimitta Karana, intelligent cause, and Upadana Karana, the material cause, is only one. That's Brahman. There's no other. Where Brahman brings some mud to create the world. If world is separate from God, how can you? I mean, where do you bring that something separate? If Brahman is infinite, where that infinity should find something to create a world. The world is created out of the consciousness. World appears in consciousness. There's no separate material. Right? And what is the intelligence? Is Brahman is the intelligence. Okay. Then you will tell the world keeps changing, Brahman doesn't change. If Brahman has made the world out of his own consciousness, okay, changing world and unchanging reality, how it can be same? Two opposites we are speaking of, changing reality and unchanging reality. Changing world and unchanging reality called Brahman. And we say Brahman only made the world. Now, These two are not matching. What do you say? How can be changing and unchanging? So then the solution given is called Maya. The changing, unchanging reality called Brahman appears as world. Appears as world. It appears as world. Like a rope appears as snake. Rope only is appearing as snake. So if I ask the question, is there a snake really? No. There is rope only. Is there world really? No. There's Brahman only. So this appearance, what causes the appearance is called Maya. It's called Yama iti Maya. What causes the appearance? Maya is the cause for appearance. Huh? There are two questions, multiple questions, sir. Oh, three questions, right? First question is, I am aware of the flower, but flower is not aware of me. So I am the awareness. So the question which is asked is, I am aware of the flower. I am awareness. Okay. And the flower is not aware of me. Flower is an object for my perception. Then I'll say, then we say, flower also has a life force. Flower is also alive. Right? How I can say it is inert? The awareness can only be a subjective experience. I cannot know you are aware or not. Your awareness is for me only inference. I can only, because you are interacting, you are talking to me, I can know that you are aware. It is not a matter of direct experience for me. Your awareness is not a matter of direct experience for me. But my awareness is a matter of direct experience for me. So I mean, see so many sentient beings. Just flower is one example, right? I see you. But I can only infer that you are conscious through your interactions. The consciousness in anybody else cannot be experienced directly by me. Only the consciousness in me can be directly experienced because of the mind in me. Are we clear? So consciousness in the flower, consciousness in you is only inference for me. It's not a direct experience. And inference is always an object of awareness. Whatever I infer through sense organs. I mean, I see you and I see you are alive, you are talking. I infer that you have awareness. I have I have an inference. Oh, because she is talking like me, she is aware. But your awareness is not available to me directly to experience. What is available to you for me to directly experience is you as an object of perception. Okay.
So the flower may be aware of me, but because I don't know.
I have no way of knowing. But flower is an object of experience to me. Right? Awareness of the flower, if it is there, it is a subject for the flower, but it's not available to me to understand. Are you clear? My awareness only is directly available to me. And anybody else's awareness or any object's awareness is I cannot experience directly.
Hence we are saying it's.
All that I can say is everything is available to me as an object of experience, and I am the subject.
Then the flower can say that in that case.
It may be saying, I don't know. For me,
Yeah, there's a possibility.
there may be a possibility. I mean, you are seeing me and you are seeing me. I am the object of your experience. So I am saying you are an object of my experience, and you are aware is only inference for me. It's not a direct experience for me. I am aware is only direct experience for me, right? So I say I am aware, and you and the tray, chair, and the flower are available to me for sense perception. And what is sense perception is object, and I am the subject. I can only say this much. So I can say there is something called chair or something else. Whether they are aware or not aware, I have no way of proving, because my awareness only is a direct knowledge to me. All that I can say is that's an object of my experience, and I am the subject. And subject is aware. Okay. And object is available to sense perception.
So we cannot say that flower is non-existent.
No, we cannot. I mean, whether flower is existent or non-existent. Okay, that's the next question, right? Okay, then there's the next question. Can we say flower is non-existent? Okay. So here here you have to understand a little bit clearly. When I see a flower, I see a form. I see a color. I see a form function and a name called flower. Correct? The form is based on my sense objects. It's my sense, my eyes. It can be eyes, it can be ears. Any sense organs give me experience of the world. Now, are sense organs give me the real picture of the world out there? Sense organs cannot give me a real picture of the world there. They give a picture which is useful. Without sense organs, I'm lost in the world. But are they giving me the real picture there? What is there? It's limited to my sense organs capability. My eyes have limited capability. My ears have a limited capability. We are experiencing something using limited sense organs. Right? So it is like 5 blind men trying to figure out an elephant. The 5 senses are like 5 blind men. Okay. They are trying to make a sense out of that whole thing. And the mind uses sense. Oh, it's a flower, it says. Like the 5 blind men are trying to say, one says like pillar, another says like a hard, another says it's soft. So each person is giving input to sensor input, and mind is trying to make a image out of that. So now if I ask the question, is the input given by sense organs real? It's partial. It's useful. I'm saying not, it's very useful. But is it real? It's partial. If my sense organs ability is changed, then I'll see the world in a different way. Right? So all that I can say is my sense organs are not giving me a real picture. They are giving me useful picture. So if you ask the question, what is reality out there? All that I can humbly I can say that is I can't understand. There is something out there, okay, but what is really out there I can't say, because my sense organs and mind are very limited. So then what is my true statement is, there is something, there is existence. Okay, existence is there.
The flower is existing, but not.
No.
how you see it.
There is not the way you see it. So what you can say is there is existence and is appearing to me like a flower. Okay. What is really existence? My mind cannot, my sense organs and mind cannot tell me because it is beyond my sense organs. I can say the existence is appearing to me like a flower. Existence is appearing to me like a chair. Existence is appearing to me like a dog. Because of my limited sense organs in the mind. So then all that I can say is there is existence only. That is I can confident. How it appears, it depends on my sense organs. So I can say flower existence is appearing in the form of flower. So if my sense organs change, it may appear as something else. For a mentally disturbed person, the flower may appear like a ghost. Right? For an alcoholic, the flower may appear like a wine bottle. So appearances are not real, but existence behind the appearance is reality. Correct? And existence I cannot know without my awareness. If I'm not aware, how I will know the existence? So I can only say that existence is there and awareness is there. I am that existence and awareness, and this existence and awareness is infinite. Then whatever is I'm seeing in that infinite existence awareness is finite because of sense organs and mind. It is not real. What is real is existence and awareness, which is infinite. It's called Brahman. So I don't say the flower doesn't exist. I'll say appearance of the flower. I cannot say anything about it. The flower, there seems to be appearance, but is it real? I cannot say because sense organs are giving information, but not reality. What is the third question?
Everything is Brahman, but Brahman is not everything. Is that applicable here?
Yeah.
The gold and the gold.
So the next question is, everything is Brahman. What is it?
Brahman.
Everything is Brahman, but Brahman is not anything. Brahman means the consciousness, right? For example, the gold appears as necklace, the gold appears as chain, the gold appears as ring. Okay. Is ring gold? Yes. Is necklace gold? Yes. Is chain gold? Yes. But is gold ring? No. Is gold chain? No. Is gold necklace? No. Right? Similarly, everything appearing in the world is consciousness. So when I see a flower, actually I am seeing flower consciousness. When I am looking at chair, I am having chair consciousness. I'm experiencing the body, I'm having body consciousness. Okay. But now if you ask the question, the consciousness is Brahman. So if you ask the is consciousness chair? No. Is consciousness flower? No. Is consciousness body? No. Are you able to understand this logic? The Brahman is none of these, but all of these are Brahman. Okay. It's almost also another way of saying the big wave and small wave in an ocean are nothing but water. But water, is it a wave? Water is not a wave. If the wave changes, nothing happens to water. Similarly, the ornaments and jewelry change, nothing happens to gold. Okay. Same thing. Example, you are Brahman. Because everything in the world is consciousness. Brahman only. You are Brahman. But Brahman is not you. You are Brahman means when I say you are Brahman, your body, mind, and intellect, everything is Brahman only. But the other way is not true. Brahman is not the body, mind, and intellect. Is that answer? Question answered?
Yeah. When you say flower consciousness or chair consciousness, it's like when I say my individual consciousness.
No,
Like
no.
that.
Yeah, my individual consciousness. It's all consciousness only.
So that the dormant consciousness or chidavasa in a chair or a flower.
No, no. See, consciousness is always with respect to you, know.
No, no. What do you mean when you say flower consciousness?
When I see the flower, the reflection of consciousness in the flower is I am seeing Chidavasa, my own Chidavasa. Flower is appearing in my consciousness. Chidavasa. You continue? It's on 11 o'clock. Okay, we'll continue Maya tomorrow. Anything?